It's time to bring those Q&A videos back, and in a big way. Hello guys, how are you? David Franco here from davidfranco.com. If you've been watching me for 1 to 2 years at least, then you probably know about the domain davidfranco.com/ask, which used to lead you to an open forum of which you could use that forum to submit questions, and then I would choose questions and turn those questions into video topics such as this one. But over time, I'm not gonna lie, I got bored with it and it just didn't feel overall that exciting. Until just a little while ago, I was thinking, wait a minute, why don't I bring back the Q&A video series, but make it more fun for the community? So as of today, you guys can now submit your questions in video form. So no more of that boring text or whatever. I wanna see your face, I wanna hear your voice. So guys, do just that. Submit your video question. Go to davidfranco.com/ask, submit your video, and perhaps I'll choose it for a future video such as this one. But to start things out, let's begin with a question from Catherine.
Quick question for David DeFranco. My question is, how do you gain more of an audience? And I don't mean just gain subscribers. Anyone can just ask for sub, but normally what they would do is they would just ditch you as you subscribe to them, or they just won't watch your videos. I mean, how do you actually gain an audience of people that want to actually watch your videos? How do you gain more subscribers that are actually interested in what you're doing? It's hard to ask for a, shout out, especially to someone who's more popular than you are, because they have nothing to gain from you, so why would they help you? And if you don't know anyone on YouTube or know anyone that can really help you out, how are you supposed to spread the word and get people interested if, you're doing all you can, Twitter, Facebook, but it's not really going anywhere? Basically, how do you get more of an audience when you don't really have an audience?
Okay, so Catherine just asked an excellent question, and I'm sure this applies to thousands upon thousands of video creators out there. How exactly do you build a YouTube audience without first having an audience? And believe me, I was once there. I started out with 0 subscribers, and now I have over 121,000 subscribers. And believe me, I'm extremely proud of that. So thank you for making it all possible. So in this video, I'm gonna answer your question, Catherine, and hopefully share some advice with you that has worked for me in the past. First of all, Catherine, you mentioned sub for sub. I gotta be blunt when I say this. Don't do it. Sub for sub is nothing but a waste of time. Because guys, think about it. What are you getting out of sub for sub? Just like Catherine said, what are the chances of somebody subscribing to you after you subscribe to them and then they unsubscribe? So what the hell is the point in sub for sub? If somebody's simply subscribing to you because you're subscribing to them, you gotta ask yourself, is it really worth it? And well, are they really gonna stick around for the long run? Probably not. It's just not good, and I am simply not a fan of sub for sub at all. And the same goes for Twitter, follow for follow, and Instagram, just stop. Which brings me to my next point, and the biggest point of all, and there is no way somebody could argue this. You need to create quality content. You need to show your personality. You need to share valuable information. You need to be yourself. You need to interact with others. And guys, all of that, it simply comes together into quality content. Create something you're proud of. Create something that you would like to see from others. Think of somebody you admire, whether they're a vlogger, a tech reviewer, a beauty product demonstrator. I don't know, I'm not into the beauty products, obviously. But I know it's a huge, huge market on YouTube. So, okay, you have that person in your mind. What do you enjoy about them? Now take those points that you enjoy about that particular person and do the same thing. Okay, so I'm not saying mimic that person, obviously, because you do have to be yourself, but there's nothing wrong with looking at their style and noticing what works for them, because what works for them could easily work just as well for you, and maybe even better. I cannot say that enough, guys. It comes down to quality content. If you create something others will enjoy, then they will naturally subscribe over time. That's what happened to me. I say this all the time, but I honestly mean it. I am nobody special. I'm just your average person who loves technology, who loves vlogging with their family, who loves doing first taste videos of drinks that pertain to my interests, and I just love being myself. People enjoy who I am, and I cannot express enough how thankful I am for that. This next tip, which I'm not a big fan of, but it sometimes works for others, host giveaways. Now, I realize you're not always able to afford, expensive gadgets like iPhones and Amazon gift cards and whatever. But if you do come across a separate product that you don't particularly need and it just happens to be brand new, then give it away. Or perhaps it's something more affordable, like a $10 iTunes gift card or a $20 Amazon gift card. You just gotta give that item away, encourage people to subscribe, like your videos, all that good stuff, and just hope they stick around for the future. But I will be honest, sub for sub and hosting giveaways, they're kind of similar in my eyes because people are simply subscribing because they want something out of you. They're not subscribing because they enjoy your content. So that's not why I'm always going to say host a giveaway or do a sub or just give something away for free, because it doesn't work like that, and that's why I'm not a big fan of giveaways. Now, granted, sometimes I will host a giveaway, but as you've probably noticed, it's quite rare for me. And that's exactly why, because I don't feel like giveaways bring in quality viewers. And finally, interaction on social media goes a very, very long way. Reply to comments on your own videos. Comment on other people's videos. Mention people on Twitter. Follow new people on Twitter. Comment on Instagram. Follow on Instagram. Like on Facebook. Follow on Facebook. I cannot tell you enough how powerful social media is for me. It has made a dramatic difference. Now, of course, I don't have official numbers to back this up, but I can guarantee you this. I have gained YouTube subscribers simply by interacting on Twitter and using hashtags and participating in relevant conversations that pertain to my interests. It really is that simple. Engage, interact, comment, like, follow, and eventually things will naturally snowball. Snowball. What a weird word. So Catherine, there you go. That is my own personal advice in terms of growing an audience on YouTube. Now, of course, my advice could vary from channel to channel and user to user and all that good stuff. But I can promise you, my advice has worked great, and I see no problem in it working for you as well. Just simply focus on creating quality content. That is the #1 most important thing you need to always remember. Use proper lighting, get a decent microphone if you can, and create content that you're proud of. So guys, there you have it. My first official video question on my channel. I gotta say, this is a lot of fun, and hopefully we can keep this going, but it's up to you to make that possible. So again, don't forget, go to daviddefranco.com/ask. That link is always right below for your convenience, and submit those video questions. The more I get, the better. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.